G'day, Mike Rabbit here with Rabs Rant for a Friday and trying to give you some tips. By the way, I've had a 100% increase the first 3 rounds. Got 1 the first week, 2 the second week, 4 last week. I'm after the perfect round. That just won't happen. Eels to play Panthers first game tonight. Should be a good one. Both coming off last start losses. The Eels were absolutely smashed by the Cowboys and the Panthers went down to the Rabbitohs. And I just think the Panthers, who have got a pretty good record at Parramatta Stadium, might get this one. The second game tonight is over in Perth at NIB Stadium in Perth. The Rabbitohs up against the Broncos. The Broncos weren't that impressive against the Newcastle Knights, even though they got the victory 24-10. I just think the Rabbitohs' performance against the Panthers was absolutely brilliant, and let's hope they can continue that form. And they've got a pretty good record in the West. I think the Rabbitohs will beat the Broncos. The Warriors to play the Titans. The Titans have got so much drama on the field as well as off the field. In the back page of the Telegraph today, a reported $35 million debt they have at the moment, and that is and has to be affecting the on-field performance. Johnny Cartwright has been quite critical of reporters asking questions about the off-field dramas, so I just think they're in turmoil up there on the Gold Coast. I think the Warriors will win this one in a pretty good fashion. The Dragons to play the Seagulls, probably the match of the round on Saturday. The Dragons coming off a very good win against the Tigers, and the Seagulls beaten by Cronulla on Monday night. Losing Tony Williams for 7 weeks is certainly not going to aid their course, and I just think the Dragons might get this one at Win Jubilee Stadium. And I don't think the Seagulls have won at Win Jubilee Stadium for some time. The Cowboys and the Sharks up there at Dairy Farmers Stadium should be a very, very good game indeed. The Cowboys in great form, 42-6 over Parramatta, and Cronulla Sharks, they were absolutely sensational on Monday night against the Seagulls. It was so good to see them get a win. They play pretty well up there, but I think the Cowboys might just have the edge. Billy Slater, Cooper Cronk, Cameron Smith, just doing it all before them for the Melbourne Storm, and I think they'll continue that good form against the Roosters down there at Amy Park in Melbourne. The Bulldogs to play the Knights. The Knights were terrible last Friday night, and the Bulldogs, well, they're undefeated so far in the comp this year, and I think they will continue that form, and I think they'll get the win. And the Knights, you're not 100% certain who's going to take the park. Tyrone Roberts has been named at 5'8", but I doubt very much whether he will start there, even if he's in the 17. Some talk that Kurt Gidley might come back into the side, but let's hope they don't rush him. The final game on Monday night, Tigers to play the Raiders. The Raiders have lost a few. Thurling's out of the side, Josh Dugan's out of the side. That'll be enough for me. The Tigers will be stung by the criticism for their forward-pack performance against the Dragons. They'll fire up. Gareth Ellis back in the side. I think the Tigers will be too good over the Raiders. Enjoy your footy this weekend. Catch you next week.